आई वेलकम यू ऑल माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स। तो आज हम क्लास 10 बोर्ड एग्जाम जो सेट 3 पेपर आया था उसको देखेंगे। वी विल फाइंड द आंसर्स फॉर ऑल द क्वेश्चन द एक्सपेक्टेड मार्किंग स्कीम। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 आया था द डिस्टेंस ऑफ द पॉइंट ए 4a, 3a फ्रॉम एक्स एक्सिस। तो इस पॉइंट ए का जो डिस्टेंस है एक्स एक्सिस से वो क्या होगा? करेक्ट आंसर इज 3a। सेकेंड इज द नेचुरल नंबर 1 इज, वी नो दैट 1 प्राइम नंबर भी नहीं है, कंपोजिट भी नहीं है, सो द करेक्ट ऑप्शन इज neither prime nor composite. Question number 3, if cot theta is 3, then what is the value of cos theta? In a right angle triangle, we know that cot theta is equals to base upon perpendicular. So base is 3, perpendicular is 1, so the hypotenuse will be root 10, and cos theta is nothing but base by hypotenuse, that is 3 by root 10. Option number C is the correct answer. Question number 4 is for any natural number n, 5 to the power ends with the digit 5 to the power n can be any natural number, it can be 1 2 3 4 5. So when we are putting it 5 to the power 1 is 5, 5 का स्क्वायर 25, 5 का क्यूब 125, तो सब जो है एंड हो रहा है 5 से ही. The correct option is the end digit will be option number B, 5. Question number 5, if 2 sin A equals to 1. If 2 sin A equals to 1, that means sin A can be written as 1 by 2, and in the table of sine 1 by 2 is sine 30 degree. That means A is 30 degree. Now let us substitute in tan A plus cot A. We know that tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Cot 30 is root 3. When we are adding it, the correct answer is 4 by root 3. That is option number B. Question number 6. We need to find the LCM of 960 and 240. And when we are finding the LCM, we are getting the LCM as 2 to the power 6 into 3 into 5. That is 64 into 15, and that is again 960. The correct option is option A, 960. Question number 7, it is asking from a point on the ground which is 60 meter away from the foot of a vertical tower. The angle of elevation will be 45 degree. We need to find the height of the tower. So you can see the figure. This is the figure in which we are considering the height of the tower, let be h, and the angle of elevation is 45 degree. The distance between point to the base of the tower is 60 meter. So what we need to find? We need to find the height of the tower. We know that in the table of tan we are getting perpendicular by base, so we can go ahead with tan 45 degree, that is perpendicular by base, that is h by 60, and tan 45 is 1, and when we are cross multiplying we are getting the height of the tower as 60 meter. So correct option is option number C, 60. Question number 8, how many zeros does p of x equal to x minus 2 then x plus 3 have? So what we are going, we will let us solve and let us see how many zeros it is having. When we are solving, and you can see that first x is going to multiply with x plus 3, then minus 2 will go multiply with x plus 3. We are getting a quadratic equation, that is x square plus x minus 6, and when we are solving it we are getting two zeros. The value of x is minus 3 and plus 2, so that means it has two zeros. So correct option is option number C, 2. Now in the given figure you can see that PB and PA are the two tangents drawn from an external point in which angle OAB is given as 15 degree. Now what we need to do, we need to join OB. When we are joining OB, we know that it will be a isosceles triangle because OB equals to a radii of the same circle, and we know that angle opposite to equal sides are equal, so both will be 15 degree. By angle sum property we will be getting angle AOB as 150 degree, and we know that the central angle AOB plus angle APB is 180 degree. Angle AOB is already 150 degree. When we are substituting the value, angle APB will be 180 minus 150. So angle APB will be equals to 30 degree. The correct option is option number A, 30 degree. Question number 10, if alpha and beta are two zeros of the polynomial and alpha plus beta equals to alpha beta, then the value of p is, it is given that sum of the roots equal to product of the roots. So we know that sum of the roots alpha plus beta is minus b by a. When we are substituting the value, we are getting the value of alpha plus beta as 2 by p, and alpha dot beta is c by a. When we are substituting the value, we are getting 3p by p, and when we are equating it, minus b by a equal to c by a can be cancelled with each other, and we are getting finally 2 equals to 3p. 3 will go that side, and the value of p will be 2 by 3. That is correct option is option number B, 2 by 3. Next, question number 11. Again it is very simple. Angle AOB plus angle APB, we know that it is equals to 180 degree, and already angle AOB is 130 degree. When we are substituting the value, it is 180 degree minus 130 degree, and that is 50 degree. So the correct option is option number B, 50 degree. If the pair of linear equation a1x plus b1y plus c1 is 0, similarly a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals to 0, it should be consistent and dependent. The correct option is option number D, a1 by a2 should be equals to b1 by b2 and it should be equal to c1 by c2. Question number 13. A hemispherical ball is made of steel of thickness 1 centimeter, the outer radii being 6. So the inner radii we need to find out. You can see that the inner radii will be equals to 6 minus 1 the thickness, and that will be 5 centimeter. We need to find the volume of steel, that will be volume of outer hemisphere minus volume of inner hemisphere, and the final formula will be 2 by 3 pi capital R cube minus small r cube. When we are substituting the value, 6 cube is 216, 5 cube is 125. On subtracting, we are getting 91. 91 into 2 is 182. So the correct option is option number B, 182 pi by 3. Next is, which of the following sequence is not an AP? The first one, we can see there is a common difference in the sequence. In option number B also we are getting a common difference. In option C also we will be getting a common difference, but in option D we will not get a common difference in between the terms. So the correct option is option number D, 1 square, 3 square, 5 square, 7 square and so on. Question number 15. The area of a semicircle of diameter D is. We need to find the area of semicircle in terms of D. And we know that area of semicircle is pi r square by 2, and r can be written as half of diameter, and when we are substituting the value we are getting pi d square by 8. So the correct option is option C, pi d square by 8. Question number 16, you can see that it is given that D is parallel to BC. If D is parallel to BC, we can say that both the triangle are similar. If both the triangle are similar, why? Because angle D will be equals to angle B and angle E equal to angle C by corresponding angle. Corresponding angles are equal between the parallel. So by double A similarity criteria, triangle ADE will be similar to triangle ABC. And when two triangles are similar, their side ratios are equal. So AD by AB equals to DE by BC. Now let us substitute the value. AD, the value of AD is 5 upon AB value is 7.5. The total of AB will be 5 plus 2.5. That will be 7.5. D is already given to us as 8. BC we are substituting the value, and when we are cross multiplying, 8 into 7.5 is 60 upon 5, and that will be 12. So BC will be 12 centimeter. Correct option is option C, 12 centimeter. The mean and median of a frequency distribution is given to us. We need to find the mode. We know that the relation between mean, median, mode is mode equals to 3 median minus 2 times mean. And when we are substituting the value, we are getting 130.2 minus 86, and final answer is 44.2. That means the mode is 44.2, option number C. Here you can see that the probability for a random selected number out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 25. Composite number in between them are 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25. So there are 15 composite numbers in between 1 to 25. So the probability will be number of outcome 15 upon total outcome 25. Correct option is option A, 15 upon 25. Next is the surface area of the cuboid found by joining two cubes of side 4 cm each, end to end is 160 cm. That is true. But the surface area of a cuboid should be 2 times LB plus BH plus HL. 2 is missing. So that means assertion is true but reason is false. Next is the sum of first and natural number is n minus 1 by 2. Sum of the n terms of the AP Sn is given by n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. We know that the first term a is 1, and we know that the difference between each number is also 1. And after substituting it, we are getting the sum of the natural number should be n into n plus 1 by 2. But the mean, we know the formula is sum of observation upon number of observation. That means sum is n into n plus 1 by 2, and the number of observation upon n and n will get cancelled with each other, and the final answer will be n plus 1 by 2. But in assertion it is given the mean should be n minus 1 by 2, which is false. That means assertion is false but reason is true. Now if the distance between the point 4 comma p and 1 comma 0 is 5, you can see these are the given 2 points and the distance between them is 5 units. We know the formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. The value of AB is 5, 1 minus 4 is 3, the square of 3 is 9, minus p whole square is plus p square. Squaring both sides, you will be getting p square plus 9 equals to 25, and p square equals to 25 minus 9. So p will be square root of 16, and square root of 16 is plus minus 4. Next is, in the given figure, O is the center of the circle, PQ and PR are tangents, and show that the quadrilateral PQOR is cyclic. We can show if the sum of the opposite angle If the sum of any one pair of opposite angle is 180 degree, then it is enough to say that POQR is cyclic. So first, we know that PQ and P are tangents drawn from an external point, and we know that OQ is perpendicular to PQ, that's why angle Q equals to 90 degrees. Similarly, OR is also perpendicular to PR, that means angle R is also 90 degree. And when we are adding angle Q plus angle R, that is 90 plus 90, that is equals to 180 degree. So this implies PQOR is a cyclic quadrilateral. Next is question number 23. If alpha and beta are zeros of the quadratic polynomial px square plus qx plus r, then the value of alpha cube beta plus beta cube alpha. So how we are going to find? First, let us find what is the sum of the zeros. Alpha plus beta is minus b by a, that is minus q by p. Alpha dot beta equals to c by a, that is r by p. And when we are taking common alpha beta from alpha cube beta from beta cube alpha, we are getting alpha beta bracket alpha square plus beta square. So first we need to find what is alpha square plus beta square. So by algebraic identity, alpha square plus beta square can be alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 alpha beta. When we are substituting all these values, the value of alpha square plus beta square is q square minus 2 rp upon p square. So alpha cube beta plus alpha beta cube is r times q square minus 2 rp upon p cube. Next is in the given figure, it is already given to us triangle AHK is similar to triangle ABC, and the value subsequent value is given to us. We need to find what is the value of AC. First two triangles are similar, so side ratios are equal. That means AK upon AC is equals to HK upon BC. When we are substituting the value, 10 upon AC equals to 7 upon 3.5. We know that the double of 3.5 is 7, so the ratio becomes 2 by 1, and on cross multiplying we are getting the value of AC as 5 centimeter. Next is in the given figure, again xy is parallel to QR. So if again the sides are parallel, then by BPT, by corollary of BPT, we are having PQ by XQ is equal to PR by YR. When we are substituting the value and on cross multiplying, we are getting the value as 2.7 centimeter. Next question number 25. If tan A equals to 4 by 3, if tan A equals to 4 by 3, that means it is perpendicular by base, then the hypotenuse will be root 25, which is 5, and sin A we know that it will be 4 upon 5, and similarly cos A will be 3 upon 5. Next is x plus cos A and tan A in terms of sin A. We know that sin square A plus cos square A is 1, and when we are transferring sin square A, it becomes cos square A equal to 1 minus sin square A. Square will go that side, it will become cos A equals to root over 1 minus sin square A. Dividing sin A on both sides, so cos A by sin A, and here it will become root over 1 minus sin square A by sin A. Cos A by sin A is cot A. Cot A can be written as 1 by tan A, so that final tan A will be equals to sin A upon root over 1 minus sin square A. Next is prove that the length of the tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. Here you can see that we have drawn a circle. PA, PB are two tangents drawn from an external point P, and now we are taking in triangle OPA and OPB. Angle A equals to angle B because they both are equals to 90. OP equals to OP, it is a common side. OA equals to OB because they are the radii of the same circle. So we can see that by RHS criteria, both the triangles are congruent. When two triangles are congruent, all their parts are equal by CPCT. So that means PA equals to PB, which we need to prove. Next is two tangent TP and TQ are drawn to a circle with center O from an external point T. Here you can see that we are drawn TP and TQ as a tangent from an external point T, and we have joined PQ OT. Now what we are having, angle O in triangle POQ, angle OPQ plus angle OQP plus angle POQ is 180 degree by angle sum property of a triangle, and we know that it is isosceles triangle in which two sides are equal. OP equals to OQ because they are radii of the same circle. That means the angle opposite to equal side will also become equals. So 2 times angle OPQ plus angle POQ is 180 degree. Now what will happen? Angle PTQ plus angle POQ, they are also equals to 180 degrees. So on comparing equation 1 and 2, so POQ will get cancel each other, and hence it is proved angle PTQ equals to 2 times angle OPQ. Prove that root 5 is an irrational. So we will prove it by contradiction method. First let us assume that root 5 is a rational, and then there exists a co-prime positive integer a and b. So it can be written as root 5 equals to a by b. On cross multiplying and squaring both sides, we are getting 5b square equal to a square. This implies 5 divides a square. That also implies 5 divides a. Now let us assume that a equals to 5c for some integer c. Now on squaring both sides, a square equals to 25c square. Let us substitute the value of a square, which is 5b square. The final answer will be b square equal to 5c square. That means 5 divides b square. That also implies 5 divides b. Now what we are getting the conclusion from equation 1 and 2. We find that a and b have at least 5 as a common factor. But this contradicts the fact what that a and b are co-prime. So our assumption is wrong and root 5 is an irrational number. Question 28. Find the area of the sector of a circle of radius 42 centimeter. Here you can see that we are having area of sector AOB, that is the area of minor sector. The formula is theta by 360 into pi r square. After substituting the value, we are getting the answer as 462 centimeter square. Now it is also asking you need to find the area of the major sector. We can subtract this area of minor sector from area of circle. So area of circle is pi r square, and on subtracting we are getting the answer as 5082 centimeters square. Next is question 29. Three vertices of a rhombus PQRS is given to us, and we need to find the fourth vertex of this rhombus. Here you can see in the figure PQRS, in which the coordinate of P is 2, -3, coordinate of Q is 6, 5, coordinate of R is -2, 1, and the coordinate of S we need to find. So we know that the diagonal of a rhombus bisect each other. So PR, the point O, will act as a midpoint. So the coordinate of O will be 2 plus -2 by 2, that will be 2 minus 2, 0, and -3 plus 1 will be -2 by 2, that will be -1. So now we are having the coordinate of midpoint O, and it will also be the midpoint for SQ. So on solving, S plus 6 upon 2 equals to 0 by 1. On cross multiplying, X is -6, Y plus 5 upon 2 equals to -1, that is Y equals to -7. So the required coordinate is -6, -7. Next is question number 30. Two different dies are thrown together. Find the probability that the number obtained is even sum and even product. So what all possibilities we can have? 1 1, 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6. And you can see all the possibilities I have written over here. When we are adding 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. When we are adding 1 plus 2, it becomes 3. Similarly, on multiplying, 1 into 1 is 1, 1 into 2 is 2. So all this matrix, what possible outcomes is there, I have written over here. So final conclusion is even sum, we are getting 4 numbers as 2, 4, 6 and 8. In how many pairs we are getting this? 1 1, 1 3, 1 5. So total how many pairs? The possible outcome is 18 out of 36. So the final probability becomes 1 by 2. What about even product? The even product numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 20, 24, 30, 36. And the possible pairs, you can see that we are getting 27 pairs out of 36. So 9 3s are 27, 9 4s are 36. So the final probability will be 3 by 4 for this even product. Next is we need to prove that sec cube theta upon sec square theta minus 1 plus cosec cube theta upon cosec square minus cosec square theta minus 1. So first we will solve the LHS part, that is sec cube theta upon sec square theta minus 1. We know that sec square theta minus 1 is tan square theta, and similarly cosec square theta minus 1 is cot square theta. Now sec cube theta we can write as the reciprocal, it is the reciprocal of cos cube theta, and tan square theta can be written as sin square theta by cos square theta, plus cosec cube theta, the inverse cosec cube theta can be written as 1 by sin cube theta, and final answer we are getting 1 by cos theta into sin square theta plus 1 upon sin theta into cos square theta. The LCM will be sin square theta into cos square theta, and numerator will be getting sin theta plus cos theta. Similarly, when we are solving the RHS part, sec theta into cosec theta, and in bracket sec theta plus cosec theta. So sec theta into cosec theta can be written as 1 by cos into sin. Similarly, inside sec theta 1 by cos plus cosec will be 1 by sin. So the LCM will be sin square theta into cos square theta, and in the above side we are getting sin theta plus cos theta. That means LHS equals to RHS we have proved. The B part is again the value of P is given, the value of Q is given. LHS we need to find P square, we need to prove P square minus Q square into sec square alpha. Let us substitute the value of P is sec square alpha upon cosec square beta minus Q square is tan square alpha upon cosec square beta. Let us take the common LCM cosec square beta, the numerator will be sec square alpha minus tan square alpha into sec square alpha. We know that sec square minus tan square alpha is 1. So the final answer will be sec square alpha upon cosec square beta. In the RHS part, we need to just square P term, and on squaring we are getting sec square alpha upon cosec square beta. So LHS equals to RHS. Next is question number 32. This is, we know that this is basic proportionality theorem, the proof. And the statement regarding to that, I have drawn a triangle ABC in which D is parallel to BC given to us. We have done the construction DG perpendicular to AC and EF perpendicular to AB. Area of triangle AD is half into base into height, and again area of triangle BD is half into base into height. On dividing, we are getting area of triangle AD upon area of triangle BD is AB upon BD. Similarly, on the right pair side, area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle CED will give us the ratio of AE upon C. Now, area of triangle BDE equals to area of triangle CED. Why? Because they are the two triangles lying on the same base and between the same parallel. Let us do the reciprocal. 1 by area of triangle BD equals to 1 by area of triangle CD. Now let us multiply area of triangle BD on both sides, and on substituting the value, we have proved that AB upon BD equals to AE upon CE. As shown in the figure, a girl of height 90 cm, you can see that CD is the point which is representing a girl of 90 cm, and AB is the lamp post. The height of the lamp post is 3.6 meter above the ground. Now we need to find the length of her shadow after 4 seconds. Now what it is showing that the girl is walking away from the base of a lamp. So first it is given to us that the distance covered in 1 second is 1.2 meter. So after 4 seconds, the distance covered by her will be 4.8 meter. Now we can see that in triangle ABE and CDE, angle B equals to angle D, each 90, angle E equals to angle E common. So both the triangles are similar. So their side ratio will become equal. That means AB upon CD equals to B upon D. X is the length of our shadow which we need to find. On substituting the value, we are getting 3x equals to 4.8, and on dividing, x is 1.6 meter. That means the length of our shadow is 1.6 meter. Next is an SBI health insurance agent found the following data for the distribution of ages of 100 policy holders. The health insurance policies are given to us of the age group 15 years but less than 60 years. You can see first, for finding the median, we need to find the cumulative frequency CF, and all the data you can see, and I find the CF, and the total frequency is 100, half of 100 is 50, and the range in the table of CF next to 50 is 78, so lower limit of 78 is 35, frequency is 33. Capital F will be the preceding cumulative frequency, that is 45, and the height, we can see that the width is 5. On putting the formula of median, we are getting the answer as 35.758 approximately. Now also we need to find the mode. The mode, we can see that the maximum frequency is 33 and the lower limit is 35. For that, F will be 33 itself, and the preceding will be F1, that is 21, and the succeeding will be frequency F2, that is 11. On substituting the value and solving, we are getting the mode as 36.765 approx. Represent the following pair of linear equation graphically. For that, we need to plot the points. You can see that for x minus 5y equal to 6, first I have taken y as 0, in which I am getting x as 6. Then I am taking y as minus 1, in which I am getting x as 1. In the second equation again, if we put x is 1, then y will be minus 1. If we put y as 0, x will be 6. If I put x as minus 4, the value of y will be minus 2. And when we are plotting it, we are getting the coincidence line. That means the given pair of linear equation is consistent and dependent, as we are getting the coincidence line. Next is, in a class test, the sum of Anamika marks obtained in maths and science is 30. Had she got 2 marks more in maths and 3 marks less in science. So for first, we need to suppose let the marks obtained in maths be x and science will be 30 minus x. Now as the question is saying, the product of the marks will be 210 when 2 marks is added in maths and 3 marks is subtracted from science. So after that, we are getting the quadratic equation as x square minus 25x plus 156. And when we are solving it by middle term splitting method, we are getting x as 12 and x as 13. So here we will getting two conditions. If x is 12, then the marks obtained in maths will be 12, but marks obtained in science will be 18. But what if x is 13? In that case, the marks obtained in maths will be 13 and the marks obtained in science will be 17. Next is, the length of the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle is 6 cm more than twice the breadth of its shortest side and 6 meter less than thrice the length of its shortest side. Let us suppose let the shortest side be x, and then the hypotenuse will be 2x plus 6 and the third side will be 3x minus 6. We know that by Pythagoras formula, hypotenuse square equal to base square plus perpendicular square. When we are substituting the value, we are getting the final equation as 6x square minus 60x equal to 0, where x is 0 and x is 10. X cannot be 0 because the measurement cannot be 0. So the shortest side we are taking the value of x as 10, and when we are substituting on the third side we are getting 24, and hypotenuse is 26 centimeter. Next is case based study question. You can see that it is asking find the length of the diagonal of a Rubik's cube. The formula for length of the diagonal is root 3 times edge, that is 6 root 3 centimeter. Volume is h cube, that is 7 cube, 343 centimeter cube. And CSA of hemisphere is 2 pi r square. When we are substituting the value, we are getting the answer as 308 centimeter square. Surface area of cuboid, we know that it is 2 times LB BHHL. And when we are substituting the value, we are getting as 160 centimeter square. Next is your elder brother wants to buy a car and plans to take a loan from a bank. He repays his total loan of rupees 1,18,000 by paying every month. The first installment is 1000 and it increases 100 rupees every month. That the common difference is same. So the sequence will be 1000, 1100, 1200. We need to find the 30th installment. That will be 830 equals to a plus 29d. On substituting the value, we are getting 3900. Now what is the 40th installment? That is a plus 39d. On substituting, we are getting 4900. Now what is the sum? What they are asking, what amount does he still have to pay after the 30th installment? 31st installment will be 4000, that 4100, and the last 40th installment will be 4900. We need to find the sum of this sequence, that is Sn equals to n by 2 a plus l. On substituting, we are getting the answer as 44,500. What is the ratio of the 10th installment to the 40th installment? A10 upon A40, that is equals to a plus 90 upon a plus 3090. On substituting the value, we are getting the answer as 19 by 49. So the ratio is 19:49. Next, again case based study. Tejas is standing on the top of a building. You can see the given figure. Tejas is standing at point A and he observes a car, and the angle of depression is 30 and 60 degree. And the car is at point D, but 6 seconds later the angle of depression increases to 60 degree. And at the moment the car is 25 meter away from the building. So BC, you can see that the length of distance of BC is 25 meter. We don't know what is the height of the building. Let the height of the building be h. So what the question is asking, what is the height of the building? So on taking tan 60 degree, we are getting perpendicular. So tan 60 degree will be perpendicular by base h by 25, and tan 60 is root 3. So the height of this tower is 25 root 3 meter. Next, what is the distance between two positions of the car? That means we need to find what is DC. Yeah, what is the value of x? So that is tan 30 degree, again perpendicular by base h upon x plus 25, and tan 30 is 1 by root 3. On substituting the value, we are getting the distance between the two portions of the car is x, which is 50 meter. The distance covered in 6 seconds is 50 meters. So for 1 second, distance will be 50 by 6 meter. We know that the formula of time is distance upon speed. Or substituting the value, the required time is 9 seconds. What is y? That the distance of y from the current position of the car, that is cos 60 equals to 25 upon y. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. On cross multiplying, the value of y is 50 meter. So that's all the expected marking scheme we are expecting for set number 3 mathematics standard paper. Thank you, dear students.